Hey guys, and welcome to my first Patreon video. Um, First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you who have signed on to the Patreon. Uh, it's incredibly helpful. Um, I really appreciate the support. Um, and I'm going to do my best to make it, an eventful, fun thing and try and get you guys as much original content as I can. Um, give you some behind the scenes looks into what is going on and what I'm working on. There is some kind of cool stuff on the horizon, so you'll be the first to know. Um, right now, I'm going to answer a couple questions from, I'm going to destroy this name, Jitka. Um, and he is asking, what are your main sources of inspiration? Um, there is no one well from which I draw from. Um, Primarily, I am inspired by little things that I see or read about or dream about, and the ones that are sticky will sort of gestate and develop, and I'll be like, oh, maybe we could do that, or maybe I could put some kids into that situation and kill them. Um, but yeah, primarily it's just little pieces of data that grow like cancer in my head. Do you read occult books? No, not really. I have a selection. I have a library of books, which is actually what is here. These are all my reference books, stacks of them, more stacks you can't see. I do read a lot of nonfiction. I do read a lot of paranormal books. Um, I read a lot of science books, um, but I don't really read a lot of occult. I think the closest I've come is I've read some Blashevsky, and I've read some uh, Golden Dawn stuff and Levi and stuff like that. So a few things, but it's not something I spend a lot of time with. I did just read a book on human sacrifice. I don't know if that counts. Um, what locations from Star Trek Picard were found by you? Um, let's see. I don't know which ones were necessarily found. So the way the location business works is you kind of do it in phases. The first phase is you scout, so you get a script and you see all the things that you need to find, and your boss sends you out to go find all these little things, and they have to be in certain areas so that they can tie with other things that are on the shooting schedule. And then once everything's kind of found, um, each location is given a manager. So um, for Picard, for example, I was in charge of the Universal backlot, which I think was you. I haven't seen the show, and I didn't read the scripts. Sorry, but it was used as some kind of like exterior Western cantina on a foreign planet. I think it was a Romulan planet. Um, I was there for 5 weeks. Um, I was at Starfleet headquarters, which was actually the Anaheim Convention Center. Um, a lot of other little locations were kind of shot. Like we shot, the opening scene is shot in a apartment of the heroine, and her boyfriend is killed. Spoiler alert. And like that was shot. That whole scene was shot in the kitchen of a community college. So it's really, it's a lot of it's movie magic. Um, and yeah, I was like, and I think I did like 6 different locations um, during the course that I was in charge of. So a lot of little things here and there. Nothing. I can't really remember if there was anything I specifically found. There was a pretty big team on that show. I was one of an 11-person crew. So, um, and that's kind of it for the questions. I just wanted to also again say thank you. I wanted to let you guys know there should be, as far as what's going on with my work, Cemetery Dance is coming out with a novella called The Wheel, which should come out sometime this year or next year. Cemetery Dance is a little unpredictable. I am currently shopping 3 novels. Well, I'm sorry, 2 novels. I can show you. These are my little mock-ups. So I make these myself, and I put them on. What I do is I make them on Amazon, and it costs me like $4 or $5 a pop. But it's much easier for me than printing out a huge manuscript and flipping the pages. I prefer to read things in kind of bound form. So this is Gothic. That's one novel that's being shopped by my agent right now. This is Beneath a Pale Sky. This is a new story collection, which is also being shopped by my agent right now. And then this is called A Child Alone with Strangers, which is now called Alone with Strangers, which has been shopped now for going on 9 months, very frustratingly so. It's taking a long time to find a home. But I have a couple publishers that are interested, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully in the next couple months I'll be able to sell one or all of those books to somebody. Other than that, I've had some good success on the short story front. I've got a bunch of stuff coming out, which I'll post about at some point. And I also have a film agent who I think may have sold one of my short stories to a fairly large production company, so that's exciting. And that actually story is The Wish, which you can read for free as a patron. There will be a new story coming out in the next few days called .01, which is a sci-fi crime horror hybrid, about 7,500 words. I just wrapped that up. So I'll post it to you guys first, and so you get the first exclusive look at that one. And that's it. So thank you guys very much. Sorry for the long 7-minute and 38-second video, but I do want to say how much I appreciate you guys, and I'll try and post more videos as we go, and feel free to shoot questions at me anytime via message or email or on one of my posts or whatever. All right. Take care. Stay safe. Stay inside. All right. Ciao.